Lots of kids dream about being a professional footballer, and many parents want to help them. But from grassroots level to football academies, it can be a tricky industry. Having had first-hand experience of this, our next guests decided to set up a free app and podcast, all to help parents of children trying to enter the world of professional football and support them along their journey. Well, earlier I spoke to Marcia Lewis, mum to 16-year-old Arsenal player Miles Lewis-Skelly, and Kat Chidiak, who's a football mum and author. Both are founders of No1Fan.club. I began by asking them if it's a difficult world to navigate.
It can be a challenging environment, but it doesn't have to be. So I think it all depends on your the support that you have. It's really important, your support network, and just keeping calm, just allowing your child to go in whatever direction they're sort of wanting to go. And
that is what this podcast is all about, isn't it? Tell us a bit about that.
Yeah, so the podcast is about, as a part of our platform, which is called No1Fan.club, and it's a community for football parents who are needing to navigate the industry. And the podcast is just a way of parents sharing their stories and their experiences on the journey.
And Kat, you've obviously been part of this as well. What is it, you've heard from all sorts of people so far as part of this podcast, what is it that is a kind of common thread amongst those experts, those families, people who've seen it all firsthand, would you say?
I think, everyone comes with such a unique story, first of all. All the parents have such unique stories. And also, we hear different perspectives. There's not a right or wrong to this journey. But I think one of the things that's really stood out to me is how we can enjoy the journey and help our children enjoy the journey.
But as a parent, there's a huge weight of expectation on you as well. You sort of have to immediately become that expert in business, in football, in finance, in contracts, all of those things. How have you found the experience, and what would your sort of initial piece of advice be to people, do you think?
Well, I think no matter where you are, what level you play at in football, there's a lot for parents to navigate. It's a massive commitment. And it's quite easy for parents to get entangled in the journey and, get overwhelmed, stressed, pressured. And can we show up as our best selves and support our kids if we're feeling like that? And I think that's a big part of our platform, is to try and, as parents, who are we being as No1 fans?
And I guess, Marcia, it's been a big help, not just for you, but for all of those that you've spoken to, for the parents that come to you. It's the sort of the hive mind, I suppose.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, for me, this has been an amazing resource because I'm learning on the journey. Miles' dad is learning on the journey. So this is our community to support and help each other. Finally,
what's the one thing you wish you had known at the very beginning of all of this that you know now?
Well, definitely.
Great question.
Yeah, no, definitely. It's that if we can support each other, it makes a massive difference to anyone's journey, really. So it's knowing about who to go to for the right information, and that's why we have a community, because it's very difficult to do that. And if you have a community, you've got a place to go.
And would you agree with that?
Yeah, I was thinking one thing that I've learned so much, even just from doing the podcast of the expert interviews recently. But I think on reflection, I think just stepping away, saying less is more sometimes. Yeah.
Well, wish you very, very best of luck with whatever happens in the future. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you. Thank you.
Marcia Lewis and Kat Chidiak there. Lots more to come tonight, including